Right, so now let's talk about copying, not creating. This is like an endless cycle that I see creators in all the time. They just copy, 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 and they think they are creating. You are not creating, you are just recreating something that's already worked well for someone else. For example, like these TikTok dances that Camilla and Sophie Wayne does. That works well for them, and there is a place for that, but your whole brand cannot be on that basis, okay? You need to be authentic to build a brand. It's very easy and it's very simple, right? The day and age that we're in with social media right now, people are craving people to be themselves, right? That is what is working well right now, and that's what's gonna work for the foreseeable, because people are sick of other people trying to be other people, and that's exactly what you are doing if you are just copying someone else's trends instead of building your own brand around you, around your own authentic content. Now, how we do this at our agency is we will have a marketing call with you, and we will sit down and we will just talk about all your hobbies and interests, right? As much about you as possible. Then this is where we get creative, right? This is where we get creative and we build a brand around the stuff that you actually like, because that's not that difficult to do, okay? Instead of just sending you loads of trends to copy from someone else, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna say, look, what are your interests and hobbies? We're gonna get creative. We're gonna get viral verticals and niches that will shape the brand, because at the end of the day, on your socials, you might as well be perceived as what you actually want to be perceived as, and you're only going to do that if you actually enjoy the content you make. And people also people see this in your videos. If you don't want to make these trends and you don't want to do these kind of videos, people can see that. But when you're doing videos that you truly believe in and you're just being yourself, it's impossible to mess up, and people love that, right? People can really see that through social media right now, okay? Inspiration, not stealing, right? You need to learn how to steal like an artist. It's going to be very hard to also just randomly create a viral vertical out of nowhere. There is going to be inspiration. You can take inspiration. There is a place for copying, but you need to learn how to steal like an artist. This is what the best creators do, because this means that you are just staying on top of trends. Now, in social media, there's always trends looping, always. There's a next viral dance, there's a next viral audio, wherever it may be. You can use that, right? You can take inspiration from that and just add to your brand that you're doing with your authentic content. And then ultimately, what ends up happening is you will stand out, because it's impossible to copy someone else's brand, right? The one thing about human beings is we are all unique. So the only way you can stand out is if you actually be yourself. Instead of forcing yourself to be someone you're not, just be yourself, understanding that what content you have is gonna go viral because you've got a team like us helping. But if you are doing this by yourself, you need to understand what you are looking for when you are trying to get inspiration from others. Don't just look at views, have a look at who is the model, and is this model someone that I want to try and be like, right? You need to get inspiration from the people that you actually want to be like as well, okay? All of this together will help you stand out, and this is how you build a brand, and this is how you stop copying and you start creating.